Right, good morning, fellow traders. Today, I wanted to discuss the other side of psychology. In the previous video, we went through the psychology of how you should feel when things are going well and things are going bad. And yesterday was a great example of a good day. That day turned out to go from a 400-point profit to just around a 100-point profit when we closed all the trades out. Now, if you're watching your trades during the day, you would have seen that although we had a nice profit, trades then, well, the market all reversed on us, and we went at one stage to a negative profit. So yesterday you would have gone through all kinds of emotions, but our strategy is a strong strategy, and the whole reason why our strategy works is because we follow the system to the T. Yesterday we would have seen our 400 points suddenly become minus 200 or so. But it's important that we stick to the strategy, and we didn't take those 400 points. And for those of you that stuck in, congratulations to you. Even though your final day balance was less than it would have been had you closed early, you did really well. So you should be really happy about that. The reason I say that is because our strategy is designed to make the maximum profits possible in the long term on a monthly basis. And for all we knew, yesterday we may have started with a 400-point profit, but it could have continued. We have had days where we've had 1,500 points, and we need to follow that strategy because some days will come when we can grab 1,000 points, 600 points, and we don't want to settle for just 400 points. You may be wondering, why don't we move our stops around to protect our positions? Well, the simple reason is we know from experience, looking at past history, backtesting extensively, that when you start doing that, the market takes advantage of the fact that it's expecting people to be moving their stops, and the big players in the market that are able to move the market around will stop you out. You will make very much smaller profits as a result of imposing a stop that follows your profits up too closely. So for that reason, we don't move our stops around. Only on the odd occasion where we feel that a stop can be moved will we do it, but that will be the exception to the rule. So yesterday you may have had the very strong urge to move your stops. Don't move them. Follow the instructions. Now today is an example. You can see the screenshot here of what's going on today. The market has initially moved our way. It looked like it was going to be a great day. Then all of a sudden news came out and everything pretty much reversed on us. And we went from a good positive value to suddenly everything going in the opposite direction and stopping us out. We would have straight away entered, as soon as we were stopped out, we would have been in a short position going the opposite direction. And at one point we would have been thinking to ourselves, well, this isn't too good. You know, I've been stopped out straight away, I'm negative straight away, but that's fine, because the whole strategy is based upon, if we get stopped out, the balance point in the market has changed. It's now in the opposite direction, and it's very important that you follow that strategy. You would have entered immediately going in the opposite direction, and you will start recovering any losses that have just been made. At the end of the day, hopefully we'll be positive in profits. We may still be negative, it doesn't matter. We'll carry on to the next day. So I just wanted to make this video to point out to you. Here we can see on the pound US dollar, we're in a strong position. It stopped us out 2 hours later, and we immediately reversed. The pound yen, the same thing happened. The Australian dollar, exactly the same thing happened. You can see everywhere, all the trades we were in, something in the market shifted the whole market around, and you don't know when this is going to happen. Obviously it may happen around news times, especially when there's unexpected news coming out, or a really a sudden news announcement, something happening in the world. We just don't know. If we stay out of the market when there is news, or we stay out of the market when a news announcement has been made which is unexpected, then we end up not trading at all. And this whole strategy is based upon being able to absorb news announcements, and the way it does that is by the reversal strategy. On occasion it won't work, but statistically and during our live trading over the past 2 years, we know that it does work. So follow the strategy. Don't let anything deviate from that strategy. So yes, back to the trades. Here you can see we're stopped out on nearly every single trade that we had open. No problem at all. We just reverts. As a result of that, on the pound yen we're looking at quite a few points lost, but the reversal strategy actually took us into the opposite direction, selling the market, and shortly after the position was closed with a total net profit for that day of plus 28 points. Had you not reversed, you would have been looking at a loss of 46.44 to 47.09. What's that? That's about that's around 63 points or whatever. So had you not followed the strategy and not reversed, this would be minus 60 odd points. Because you followed the strategy, you actually turned that losing position into a 28 point profit. Similarly here, the Australian dollar yen, you followed the strategy exactly. You turned a losing position, which would have been, it went from 66, 76, 86, 22 point loss. Okay, you were stopped out with a 22 point loss. You reversed immediately, and you turned that. You obviously gained back the 22 points plus another 6. So again, this position you turned from a loss to a profit. So great results. Need to follow the strategy. That's the key. Never even question why you're don't try to look for resistance points, support points in the market, because these are often breached. We don't want to try and alter what the signals are giving you. Just follow them to the T, and in the long term you'll profit from it. And that's all I wanted to say today. It's a good example of a day where everything reversed on you. Had you followed the strategy at this point, instead of looking at a very large loss, you're now looking at a 200 point loss. But continue doing it for the rest of the day, and even if we end up on a losing day, it doesn't matter. You followed the strategy, pat yourself on the back. It's another day at work, and tomorrow's another day. So good trading to you.